Good day, everybody. Hope we're all doing well. It's the 15th of April and it's time for the 48-hour analysis. And in this video, we're going to try and figure out what potentially might be a good investment, what potentially might give us some delicious profits. Now, of course, recently we've just had week 2 of Easter skins, the first time ever we've had a week 2 for Easter. But unfortunately, much like last week, there's not too much interest here, and we can easily see this. So, when we looked at the likes of week 1, there was at least, some skins that had some traction, and there was some decent amount of sales here and there. With what I'm seeing here for week 2, is nothing. People really don't seem to care for this week. People really don't seem to be bothered to even consider buying any of these skins. It's unfortunate, but I'll be honest with you, yeah, nothing too crazy to really go after. So I'll try my best, but I'll be honest with you, by default, not looking at this with optimism. So there is basically one skin that I think might be all right in the future, but it's going to be a long-term investment, and I still think it'll go below its restore price. And that is the best-selling skin of the week, being the Neon X box. So, yes, this is a glow-in-the-dark small box, and I do believe we talked about this on Thursday. Glow-in-the-dark holiday small boxes tend to do quite all right when times are good, and they tend to do quite all right in the lead-up to the next holiday. And unfortunately, we have to wait another 11 months for the anticipation for Easter 2024. So that's not looking too good, is it? But the main point is that literally just about 2 or 3 months ago, when it was post-Christmas time, all of the small boxes were in the positive. Even the ones that are out of season, much like the Halloween one and the Valentine's one, yes. So, by default, there is a bit of a trend. Glow-in-the-dark small boxes tend to perform on average better than the non-glowing ones. Maybe it's because there's a lot less of them, but yeah, as you scroll up, you start to see this glows in the dark, 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 this glows in the dark. Yeah, quite a lot of them glow in the dark, and they do pretty all right. And then all of the ones that are glow in the dark but are doing badly, or at least most of them, are also holiday themed. So there is the debuff in the fact that when it's not the holiday for that specific, what that specific skin is gimmicked towards, it's, people aren't going to be, they're not going to care too much about it. But of course, as we get closer to the said holiday, they tend to get bought out a bit more, they tend to get used a bit more, they tend to do better. But the main thing is, I just don't think people care that much about Easter. Like, we actually saw a continuation of a core piece here with the likes of the Guardian of Easter stuff, but with the introduction of these, the Guardian of Easter Tier 3 barely even moved that much. It did do better. It did do better than what it was doing before, but it didn't really matter too much. I'm honestly led to believe Easter is the least cared about holiday in terms of gimmicks and skins for Rust, which is unfortunate, but that pretty much seems to be the case. So, overall, with all of these other skins now, just not looking good in terms of actually purchasing them. Even this Neon Xbox, right? I still think I'd rather just do like a $1.20 or 30 buy order and just leave it and then sell it when it's good. It's unfortunate, but yeah, especially now that we know all the teams that have qualified for the next CSGO major, we're expecting these stickers to potentially appear within the next 3 weeks. Very likely they're going to appear in the next 2 weeks, so that is to be expected. So yeah, this is just looking like it's going to be a buy order, and every other skin here is going to be a buy order. Take, for example, we have the $3 darker than dark AK-47. It's a cool looking skin, but I just know it's not going to get appreciated that much. Also, at the fact that we've seen so many AK-47 skins being accepted, not only just this year, but of course, overall, over the past, let's say, 7 or so years. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to hold its value. It's very likely still going to go down to about $1. And yes, last year we did have an instance or two where there was a $3 or $4 skin, and then it still went down to $1. What's the best example? Where is it? Kevlar AR. That's it. Right. That sold for $3.49. It's now selling for $1. Yeah. Well, hey, doesn't that sound fun? So yeah, cool idea, but yeah, it's gimmick towards Easter, and it's probably not going to hold up very nicely. Neon carrot door. This hasn't sold that much. It's a perfectly fine looking door. It's basically just a carrot. Tee-hee. But I'll be honest with you, I still think that's going to suffer. But as time goes on, will it do better? Will people appreciate the carrot? Probably. But I just don't look at it with optimism. So this still also looks like it's going to struggle. We've got the carrot jackhammer. And, well, jackhammers, they're not doing too good now, are they? A few of them are doing all right, but all the rest of them not so much. This came out during a holiday. This came out during a holiday. What do you reckon is going to potentially happen to this one as well? But this isn't selling that much. Could that be something that helps it out on the long term? Probably. How many of these will sell eventually? Probably around 10,000. Honestly, look at all of the sales these skins have. They have hardly moved. But then again, maybe they're all potentially vulnerable for manipulation in the future. That could also potentially happen, but it's not something we could rely upon. The carrot balaclava and the poncho, it's a nice little combination. Tee-hee, we can dress up as carrots now, but I'll be honest with you, how many people would even care for that? Now, I know it's fairly easy to just find a balaclava, and maybe some of you will feel inclined to dress up as a carrot, dress up as, you know, make yourself all nice and orange. I don't think it's going to really go far. The lack of interest is clearly there. With after 48 hours, we've only got 4,500 sales. So, yeah, people just seem to just not care anymore. And then we got the carrot poncho. Now, this potentially could be the lowest selling poncho out of the recent batch. And what do I mean by that? So, I'd say the recent batch starts with the likes of the Arctic camo poncho. Now, the lowest selling one out of all of these, it was the pizza one, yeah. And then we saw more skins appear for the pizza one. And then that suddenly shot all the way up to about $10 at one point. This could potentially happen to the carrot poncho and the balaclava, but I don't think Bear Trip's going to be making any more carrot skins until next Easter. So it might just be a long-term, low-price buy order. Will this hold up quite nicely? Well, I mean, low sales probably would help it out, but I just don't really think people care that much. It's unfortunate, but that is the way it is. They've got the likes of the Easter Doodles LR, and yeah, LR's low gun demand, very gimmick towards Easter. People aren't going to care. That's going to end up around $1. And then we got the Easter Stone Hatchet and Pickaxe. 2 days in, and they have barely sold over 2,000 sales each. This isn't looking very good. And then we also take a look at all of the likes of the stone tools that have recently come out over the past 2 or so years. And yeah, they're all in the negative. Close to $1, 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 close to $1. Most of them pretty much immediately go down to being close to around $1. So, yeah, nothing great, nothing good, nothing really looking very appealing. All of the weapons and tools probably only going to be like a 70 cent to 90 cent buy order, because at the very least then you could just turn it into metal and sell the metal for a little bit of a profit. But yeah, this is not looking good. This isn't a good week. It's unfortunate, but at least the video will be a lot quicker, I guess. So yeah, and things are a bit awkward, like especially the likes of the Rustage White Egg. Even this is starting to go down in price by a significant amount. So right now the cheapest one is $6.60, but the buy order support only goes up to a certain amount, and quite a lot of them have been selling for fairly cheap. Cheapest one selling for $4. So yeah, this doesn't even look like it's holding up its value. Everything's just looking incredibly awkward. Oh, what fun it is. But please don't forget that, of course, next week we're returning to the normal skins. We do have a whole bunch of skin continuations that we're anticipating the arrival of. But yeah, Easter as a whole, not looking good at the moment, and it's quite unfortunate. Honestly, I feel like there was a lot more interesting Easter skins that were in the week 2 batch that unfortunately that weren't picked out. Even week 1, I still think the likes of the chick suit stuff would have been a perfectly fine thing to include, but that didn't happen. I could ramble on and on, but yeah, unfortunately, no interest. What we can do at the very least, though, is just take a real quick look and see how those Easter skins from week 1 are currently holding up. Down, 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 up a bit, evens, up a bit, doing okay, down. So yeah, that's a nice visual. How about March 30th? These are doing quite all right. This recently got fixed. The Parrot Bandana link got fixed. It used to say Bandana. They made a brand new one. At the moment, prices are sitting at around 99 cents. That's it. Oh no, because it's still looking at the Pirate Bandana one, isn't it? That's why. So yeah, go on. We'll show this off. There's two versions of a Pirate Bandana now. Here we go. Oh no, it's been fixed. Okay, so I don't know what that one's looking at, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, these are doing quite all right at the moment because people are anticipating the arrival of the pirate hide shirt and pants potentially appearing next week. This isn't doing too good. Unfortunately, Frog Rock isn't doing too well. Yeah, a lot of skins going down in price. A lot of skins going down in price that have recently come out. Pretty much everything here except the double armored door skin, I told you. But yeah, these very likely will be bouncing back up because we have seen Hard Suit Tier 2 being submitted. Very decent chance that's going to get accepted, so that's something to keep an eye out for. And yeah, everything's just kind of Some skins are holding up quite nicely. Pretty much all of the other ones, not so much. This is still holding up its value. Good stuff there, Thompson skin. Good stuff there. And yeah. Hard Suit's definitely something to keep an eye out for. But yeah, this whole week except this one was doing bad. And hey, look at that. The lowest selling skin of the week ends up being the skin that it is the reasonable profit. So yeah, maybe we will be seeing some manipulations happening. Yep, all of that in the red. Then you go to February 23. Some of it's still holding up quite nicely. Is that a pump? That was doing pretty badly before. Suddenly it's all the way back up again. Let's go look at this. Has someone been buying out all the stock? Probably. I don't know. Perhaps people just simply like the comics boots. But the difference in price there is it's a bit awkward. $2 here, $2.80 here. That's a bit of a jump. I think someone's had a buyout there. But yeah. Oh, and the Wasteland Sep's still doing all right there. So yep. Anyway, guys, it's unfortunate, but that is the way it is. Rust peak player count today so far is 126,000. Not too insane, not too bad, but yeah. Slowly starting to see those average player counts and peak player counts going down a bit. We've got this on the way. The Rust economy is looking to potentially start suffering pretty badly soon. But if you are prepared, if you got your money nice and ready, you'll know to attack certain skins and buy out some when they're super cheap and hold on to them for a reasonable amount of time and sell them at a decent price later on. I'm expecting prices to go down, into June, July. Of course, we had the summer sale as well. People sell their skins to get money to buy cheap games during the summer sale. But I think we'll start to see prices perk up back again around August and it'll start going down again at the end of September. That is the expectation. But will Counter-Strike Source 2 potentially cause problems still? We shall see. But yeah, that's basically it. Sorry if it's a bit pessimistic, but what else is there to say? Hope you all had a lovely week, and I hope to see you again next week. Thank you all for watching, and if you don't mind, I've uploaded a fun little Easter egg hunt video, and go give that a watch. Fun little video. Thank you very much to Astorti for editing all of it, and yeah, have a lovely day. Catch you all later.